Oh shit. What's this? What's all this mess? What are we doing here? What happened? Hello. Hello, Internet. Welcome to episode 14 of Let's Play Labyrinth of Touhou 2. It's been a while. It's been a while. What happened? So what happened? I'll make this as quick as I possibly can. So, I moved into a new PC a couple years ago, and the game didn't work. And thanks to the help of our good pal Carmichael McAllis, I was able to get the game working again. He helped me with some files, and I got them to work, and then it seemed fine. So when I went to record new episodes, some things seemed amiss with the save file. Character stats seemed very wrong, and further investigation revealed that characters who were still in the human village all had their stats zeroed out for some reason. Like, I couldn't raise them at all. I don't know what happened. In the transfer from my old PC to the new PC, something really got messed up on my save file, and there was really no recovering it, so I kind of ditched the LP for a while. But as you may have seen on the channel, I did a bit of an April Fool's joke, and I streamed a bit of this game one night, and I decided to just play up to where I was at again. So stats and character progression, they're not going to be where we were in the last video. Those builds are now probably 2 and 3 years old, and I don't even remember them. I just know where I was at and what I was in the middle of doing before the save file pooped its pants. But we are relatively where we were, minus one thing. I goofed a bit, and I went ahead and I finished the Wriggle Nightbug. I finished the Wriggle Nightbug side quest. So we now have her in the party. The only thing you missed about that is I had to run back to Aaron, get the toxin made on floor 2, and then come and bring that back to where Wriggle Nightbug was on the 3rd floor, and then she joined the party. And it was very awesome, because Wriggle Nightbug is amazing. And we're going to go ahead and do what we do in this LP, and we're going to jump right in and have a look at her stats. So, she is a pretty bulky, tanky kind of build. She can take a good bit of punishment. But for the most part, going to be relying on her to deal in dropping poison on some people, because that's really what her specialty is, along with just being able to take a good bit of punishment if you build her for it. But once we get into subclassing later, we can really kind of make her an absolute monster with poisons to enemies that are susceptible to it. And we would do that with her first spell card, Comet on Earth, which is a nature-type direct attack. It is a nature spell that targets a single enemy and can inflict poison. The poison effect inflicted is high, and the higher the level, the higher the poison level. Poison's very deadly in this game to things that are susceptible to it, again, including your own party. Then we have Firefly Phenomenon, which costs 4 magic points. It hits all enemies a nature attack. This is also a direct attack. It's a multi-target spell that can inflict poison on all enemies. A low-cost spell targeting all enemies, but the poison effect is not as high as Comet on Earth. Even if you bump that up, it's still not going to be as good, but putting poison on multiple targets at once can be useful sometimes, but if you're just trying to, like, sweep floors, Wriggle's probably not your girl. And then we have Nightbug Tornado, which costs 6 magic points. It is all enemies' nature. It is a direct attack. This is a spell that deals a large amount of damage on all enemies. The damage is increased if there is a poison effect on the enemies. So she works a little bit like Parsy's setup with Terror. It's a similar thing, but I don't believe this is anywhere near as strong as what Parsy can do with the Terror status effect, which we will hopefully see at some point later. I'm going to give you evasion boost. I don't know why. Does evasion even work in this game? I think it was a thing that didn't work in the first game, but I don't know if they fixed that for the second one or not. That is a weird thing with RPGs and the evasion stat not working. You can find that in a lot of Final Fantasy games of old, where the evasion stat is completely useless. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do in this episode? Well, we got one thing out of the way, and that we went ahead and we've introduced the world to the cutest little bug you ever did see. She's so adorable. I love her to bits. She's just so good. Well, we're going to go pick other people up, but we got a little bit of business I think we need to take care of on the old 3rd floor. And I can't remember if that is in the center or if I need to do that elsewhere. Where are we at on this map? Okay, I think I need to come in the normal way. So let's try that. Let's try coming in the normal way. Got to shake the cobwebs off. It has been a while since I have played this video game. Let me tell you. It fits like a glove, like it used to, of course. But you know, you got to get back into the swing of things. I'm going down this way, I think. This is a dead end. Yeah, I gotta hit the stupid twitch. Never mind. Oh look, it's enemies that are going to present absolutely no problem whatsoever. I guess I'll explain a little bit of my Notori setup at some point. I've kind of got her set up to be kind of a freaking beast at the moment. Can't really show you the skills yet, but I have a skill on her that effectively doubles all of the it doubles all the stat bonuses that she gets from her equipment. So then I threw a whole bunch of really good equipment on her, and she's kind of freaking ridiculous right now. So that was something that I was playing with earlier. So this is an event that is for Minariko. She needs to have 100 battle points, which is what you get from just participating in battle. She's got 250, so we're good. We can initiate this little event here. It's got a little flower. What is the flower? She's never seen this kind before. She's a goddess of the harvest, and she's never seen a flower. What is up? What is up with this girl? So I'm imagining she's gonna play tree nurse and give it some love. Look at that. Look at that. She's gonna be she's a good garden girl. Go, Minariko. We're all cheering for you. So that is just one part of another side quest that we're going to be tackling as we work our way up. So now we're going to leave the dungeon because that's all we wanted to do there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually go recruit another party member. This is something that played out a bit different because on my original file, this didn't work out the same way. I was lacking in number of unique enemies that I have found, and I was not able to recruit this character at this point in my save file. But I ended up having one extra character. I ended up finding one extra unique spawn that allowed me to get the 30. That allowed me to get the 30 bestiary entries to finally recruit Ayashi Maru. And she's really cool. She's gonna join the group for now. As if she dislikes it. She's here for the scoops. And I ain't talking raisins. What am I doing? What is it? Who says that? Who are you telling these jokes to? That's not even a joke. It's a bad quip. Her reporter's intuition is growing weak. Dang. And we're seeing Tenshi's name pop up. I don't know if I like that or not. I like Tenshi. I just don't know if I like the idea of maybe us having to be adversarial with a Celestial. I mean, that's pretty scary. So Ayashi Maru has joined the party. Welcome aboard, Crow Tengu Wifey. And let's go ahead, temporarily grab her. Who are we gonna throw out? Who are we kicking out? Okay, Kagasa, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to sit down for just a moment. We're gonna go in the Hakurai Shrine. We're gonna go ahead and get her all the level ups. Get her caught up. Nice, got up. She's gonna be level 16. We'll go ahead and drop those bonuses on her while we are at it. Alright. So, what does Aya bring to the team? Well, she brings a leaf. There's a leaf. She is peerless when it comes to the speed stat. She is fast. Everything that she does is meant to keep her going fast and to keep your party going fast. Given proper build, she can be an absolute monster. She can be the full backbone of a party if you play your cards right, and if you class her right, and if you spec her right. Which I don't know if I'm going to do, because I'm kind of a dummy sometimes with video games. So, hey, I guess we'll find out, right? So what can our girl do? Well, let's have a look. She has a lot of really, really good passives as well, and I'll go over those as I build her because they're worth mentioning. But we're just gonna go over the spell cards. Like we have Jesus Christ, my throat is dry. That was very professional. That was my Zojirushi thermos. Setting that there. There's a plug. Whatever you put in there, it's going to stay that same temperature for like 8 years. Anyway. Her first card is Wind God's Fan. This costs 2 magic points. This is an enemy row. It is a wind attack. It's a direct. And it has an accuracy modifier of +12. This is a wind spell that targets an enemy row. Low MP cost and a low delay, which means that she can fire this fucking thing off back to back if the situation, if the numbers on the AT gauges are acting proper. Then we've got Peerless Wind God, which is 4 magic points. It is a single enemy wind attack. It is a direct as well. It surrounds the caster with wind, attacking the enemy using the caster's body. Increases the caster's speed after the attack. Again, so you're noticing a pattern here with all of Aya's shit is that it's meant to make you go real fast. She's zooming all over the place. She can't stop it. We have Saruta Hiko's Guidance. This costs 3 magic points. It is a single ally wind, and this is an auxiliary action, meaning it's a buff. This increases the speed of the targeted ally. It's very good. It is a very good speed buff. The higher you pump that up, is the better speed they're going to get. And finally, we have Divine Grandson's Advent, which costs 5 magic points. This is a single ally wind, and this is also an auxiliary action. But this one is where you can get into some real good shenanigans with Aya if you're playing your cards right. This raises the ATB bar of an ally to 10,000, allowing the ally to attack immediately. That ain't nothing to fuck around with. Just like the Wu-Tang Clan, as it turns out. So, with that done, we have one more order of business. And we are going to go back to the 3rd floor, the center of the 3rd floor. Because there's some unfinished business left back here and that we need to take care of. There's an FOE here that we have avoided fighting for a while because we were simply outclassed for it. But now, with a little bit of rigging on my learning of skills and what have you, we should be able to make pretty quick work of this FOE. This is the Lesser Golem. He's going to punch really hard. So I'm just going to fire off a Super Scope 3D, just raw, no buffs or anything. This is what I mean when Notori's, the skill that she has that doubles equipment's buffs. This is what I mean when she's absolutely broken. Ridiculous. Look at this. That thing's got nothing left. Doesn't even matter. You're done. Get out of here. That's 500 easy experience in the bank. We got a Stone of Power and a chitin shell for that. Tweren't nothing. But we got ourselves an event here. And we picked up a Swiftness gem in the process, as well as a Tome of Reincarnation for all of your respecking needs. So, what's in the box? Somebody's crying. Somebody's crying in the box. Don't cry in the box, people. It's Chen! She's still missing Lady Ron. Do Ron, do okay, whatever. Don't do that. That's stupid. This girl is so lost in her melancholy, she didn't even know that we've literally been chasing her for the last 5 hours. She's scared. Look, I got a solution. If you're scared, Look, there's a bunch of people, and if it's just you by yourself, that's probably really scary. This girl. Yeah, go back home like a good girl. No, she doesn't want to. Lady Ron is gonna get angry. I think that's just a given. Okay, fine. We're getting down to brass tacks now. We're getting down. Okay, finally, some good news. Yeah, she's no match for the monsters around here. Yeah, we've had to save her from the lowest of lowly enemies, and now we had to save her as from an FOE that we literally destroyed in 2 hits. Well, 3 if you count the 0 that Momiji put in, but neither here nor there. So Chen is going to do her best. Kaine is just so fucking over this. She's done. And with that, we just picked up another achievement. We got another treasure chest key. What did we pick up? What could we possibly... But my achievements are probably different. I know that there's one that's different. I did one on the first floor because I saw this, and this is where I got my idea to do my Notori build. Is I was thumbing through the achievements and I saw that this was a wash basin set, and I knew that thing was like 50% for almost all your stats. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna get that. So, and all you have to do is fight 60 battles in a single dungeon dive. So what you do is you just go to floor 1 and you press M after every fight to push the encounter rate to 200. You get 60 fights in a row. Boom. Easy as pie. You can get this real early. And that's what I'm using to put the pedal to the metal with Notori right now. But we got achievement number 78. We opened 60 treasure chests, and that gets us another treasure chest. You love them, and I love them too. Treasure chests for all. Big chest ahead, everybody. Big old chest ahead. So, let's take ourselves another trip back to the human village, and we're going to take Aya out of the party for just a moment so we can put Chen in, get her all leveled up, and have a look. Level up, everyone. Look at that. Everybody gets levels now, but we'll worry about them later. For now, we'll go ahead and we'll throw everything on Chen, though, because she doesn't have anything. So, what does Chen bring to the table? Chen, much like Aya, is a speed demon. She is fragile as hell. But if you want to get it into a character that can fire off attacks one after the other with very little delay behind them, she's like Richard in Trails in the Sky the Third, where that dude's firing off art after art after art and craft after craft after craft. She can do that if built properly enough. Screw this, I'm out of here. That's great. That is a great skill. That is a skill that I learned to use very well in my teen years. When her other skills come into play, I will be sure to mention them. But for now, we are going to, again, go over her spell cards. And the first one is Flight of Itaten. This costs 2 magic points as a single enemy physical. This is a direct attack. It's Chen's basic spell. Even though its damage is weak, it has a very short delay to it. Top class spell for hit and run tactics. This is one you can fire off like 5 or 6 times in a row and probably get away with it if you've got it leveled up and her speed is going crazy enough. Then we have Phoenix Spread Wings. Spread elf legs the day after tomorrow, everybody. Costs 3 magic points. This is for a row, and this is a fire attack. This is a Phoenix Wings shaped Danmaku that targets an enemy's row. Low consumption for a row attack. That's pretty good for sweeping if you build her right for it. If you get her backed up with a couple of good skills behind it, or some synergies with other characters, you can really make that shit sing. And then we've got Kimono Tonko, which is 4 magic points. This is a self-target fire direct attack. The spell that increases the caster's attack but reduces defense and mind. It's a strong effect in both increase and reduction. So you're playing with fire when you use that. It's because it's listed as fire. But anyway, that's all we've got time to do right now. that's all I really planned to do for this episode. We picked up 3 new wifeys. Can you believe it? That is a lot of wifeys for one episode. I don't think that we've picked up that many in one go before ever. But next time we come back, whole lot more stuff going down. So we'll see you next time as we continue on. Hopefully maybe get to the next floor. Maybe check some things out. Maybe a boss fight or two. If I don't get my butt kicked, we'll find out. We'll catch you next time.